Hi, my name is Mark Santarosa, and I'm the Vice President of Corporate Development of Aurion Resources. Aurion Resources is a greenfields gold explorer listed on the TSX Venture and OTCQX markets, advancing a high-grade gold discovery in a previously unexplored part of Finland. We focus on finding projects that have the scale to attract investments by major gold producers, but which have not received much prior investigation. As a result of our success, we have investments from Kinross and Newmont and a partnership with B2 Gold. Our founder and president, Mike Basher, came to Finland in 2014 when he realized the economic opportunity that the country offered. First and foremost, Finland sits on a major greenstone belt, the Central Lapland Greenstone Belt, which is on a scale and geological potential similar to the Abitibi in Canada, where over 100 million ounces of gold have been discovered. What Mike noticed was that despite the geological similarities between the CLGB and other major greenstone belts, Finland had a lack of major gold discoveries. The reason for this is a lack of over 100 years of mining and exploration history. So this looked like a good place to start. Second, Finland is an excellent country to work in. It consistently ranks in the top 10 of the Fraser Institute's Mining Investment Attractiveness Survey and ranked second overall in 2019, ahead of Ontario, Quebec, and Nevada. Access to our site in northern Finland is very good by way of multiple daily commercial flights to Kittilä and Rovaniemi, and then paved highways to our field office in Sodankylä. From there, it's a short drive by highway and gravel logging roads to our exploration properties. Over the course of several years, we were able to secure a significant land package on a major gold-bearing fault called the Circa Shear, which is on the same scale as the Porcupine-Destor Fault Zone or Larder Lake Cadillac Deformation Zone in the Abitibi, which hosts the prolific Timmins and Kirkland Lake gold camps. As a result of our president and founder's foresight, we were able to secure over 80 kilometers of the 125 kilometer Circa Shear and over 75,000 hectares of land in the Central Lapland Greenstone Belt. If this were Canada, that same property position would have had hundreds of junior companies with small land positions all over it. Obviously, being a first mover had its advantage. A land package of this size is actually hard to explore as a single junior. So we're able to partner with several of the properties with majors, Kinross and B2 Gold, who saw the great opportunity of the land we controlled. Aside from our joint ventures, the focus of our exploration efforts is on two wholly owned properties that cover approximately 30,000 hectares on the Circa Shear, Risti and Launi. In 2017, our prospectors made a major gold discovery sitting at surface on our Risti property. We discovered thousands of large gold-bearing quartz boulders, all sitting on surface. We took over 6,000 samples over an area of approximately 15 kilometers by 8 kilometers, an area that can host both the Timmins camp and the Kirkland Lake main ore body, and identified at least 10 targets on that property. Those samples average over 6.5 grams per ton and assayed as high as 1,500 grams per ton. This discovery caught the attention of major gold companies and investors and resulted in Kinross acquiring 9.9% stake in Aurion, a private placement, and Gold Corp acquiring a 5% stake, buying that stock in the market. It also caught the attention of high-profile gold investors Eric Sprott and Ross Beatty, who both currently own approximately 5% of the company. In 2018, we followed up the boulder discovery at Risti with a drilling discovery on a target called Amarusko, which sits approximately in the center of the Risti property. The discovery hole intersected almost 790 grams per ton over 3 meters within 100 meters of surface. We've since drilled over 125 holes at Amarusko and intersected gold in almost every hole in 3 zones along Amarusko, the Amarusko trend. But we're still only scratching the surface at Amarusko, having only drilled down to 300 meters on the northwest zone and only 150 meters on the main zone. As a junior explorer, our goal is to prove the sheer scale of the opportunity that we're sitting on. As a result, we divide our time in 2 ways. First, we endeavor to make a new discovery every year. And second, we aim to grow the drill discoveries that we've made on our properties. So with that, in 2019, our prospectors made a second surface discovery on an adjacent property called Launi. It's approximately 8 kilometers to the southeast of Amarusko and the Risti property. We took over 2,000 samples over an area of about 5.5 kilometers by 1.5 kilometers. These samples averaged about 4.2 grams per ton and as high as 709 grams per ton. Late in 2019 and early 2020, we drilled Launi. We had great success in intersecting golden veins near surface, but have yet to hit the home run on the property. That being said, we're confident that another major discovery awaits us on Launi. For the remainder of this year, however, we decided to come back to our flagship Risti property to continue to execute our strategy of making another discovery as well as expanding the footprint of our known discovery, Amarusco. The discovery we're attempting to make on this is on a prospect called Karaselka, which sits approximately 4 kilometers directly south of Amarusco and is easily accessible by logging roads. Karaselka is a little different for Aurion as we acquired the land from another junior that was not focused on gold in 2017. This property is quite advanced and significant drilling completed by the GTK, the state-run geological survey, about 30 years ago. This past drilling intersected numerous ore grade and ore width holes at very shallow depths, including almost 5 meters of 11 grams per ton. But with that, almost all the holes have been drilled to a depth of less than 100 meters. So again, just scratch the surface here. We recently received the licenses to this land in July to be precise, and have begun drilling on it recently with one rig to test mineralized zones at depth and along strike. Assay results will be announced once received. And at Amarusco, as our second part, or the second prong of our approach, we're looking to expand the mineralized footprint to the east along a gold-bearing geological unconformity that was identified by MAG. That unconformity also hosts our Amarusco discovery. With a scout rig, we're systematically testing multiple targets in 2 areas known as nilly gap and notches. And that's along an approximately 8 kilometer section of this 15 kilometer long unconformity. And before I forget, one of the key attributes of Aurion, aside from this very unique exploration opportunity, is an aligned management and board. Unlike many of the other junior gold explorers, we do not treat Aurion like a lifestyle company. Management doesn't draw high salaries or bonuses. We don't have an excessive G&A spend. In fact, our chairman, David Lotan, takes no salary whatsoever, gets no options. He gets no benefits that other shareholders don't get. As a result, we are driven to actually create shareholder value. Management is a major shareholder in the company. We're the largest shareholder group, owning almost 15% of the company. And like other investors, we are sensitive to shareholder dilution. As a result, we're focused on controlling spending while maximizing discovery opportunity. And by doing this, we limit the number of capital raises. Our belief is that by keeping the share count low, we only have about 83 million shares outstanding, which isn't bad for a company that's been exploring since 2014. Shareholders will ultimately be the beneficiaries of our exploration success. Prior to last year, we'd not raised capital since 2017, and we currently have about $11 million in the bank, enough to fund us into 2021. So as you can see, we truly have a unique situation on our hands of excellent multiple gold discovery potential with scale that has attracted the majors and with a share count that has managed to benefit shareholders. Thank you. Have a great day.